Well, he cost us a championship. I mean, he's not even racing anybody. Was holding us down, and the 9 would have never got to us for that. So if you're going to race people like that in this sport, you're not going to make it very far. You got to have respect. So it's definitely a shame to be that close and not pull it off. I just appreciate my race team. I let them down tonight. I should have took care of business when I got to Ryan. Appreciate One Main Financial and all those guys for being here tonight. It's just it's definitely a letdown to lose one like this.
What was the struggle like, Elliott? Your car did not get better at first, then you got it right, and you got the lead from the 9 car.
Yeah, we got the lead fair and square and passed and all that, and then I didn't know lap cars or somebody not even racing for anything was going to race us that hard, and they let the 9 come back to us. And it cost us a championship. I don't know any other way to look at it.
And to be honest with you, if there's a person you don't want to cost a championship to, it's Elliott Sadler. But, I'm just trying to do team orders here. I was racing for an owner championship. Yeah, we weren't racing for the win right there, but we were still racing the 9. So, I got to thank Joe Gibbs for giving me this opportunity. Safe Flight Auto Glass, Toyota, everybody involved there at Phillips. Just, it's not where I want to be right there, but obviously I hate it, but can't take it back.
That contact that happened here, you see it there, the 1 car got up into you. I mean, with that point, you were running your line at the top. Is there anything you could have done to move out of the way? Did you know it was him racing for a championship?
As soon as the 9 got by us, my point for racing him was gone. He was going to pull away, so I wanted to let him go. But, obviously there was just contact. That's the last thing you want. Growing up, I've been a huge Elliott Sadler fan, and I know his spotter Brett very well. So you don't want that type of scenario, especially early on. Right now, it is what it is, though.
It was a hard-fought effort by Kyle Busch. Came up just a little bit short, but how would you describe that battle with the 88?
Good battle, but Pizza Ranch Toyota wasn't good enough today, I guess. Or I wasn't good enough, probably me, but we fought tight off all day, and then there at the end we're loose off. So I don't know what to do to win these races, but very, very disappointing, very, very frustrating. And I guess I just come here to finish second at these deals.
I know this is little consolation to you, but you did tie a record today. 9 consecutive top 2 finishes. What's it mean to tie Jack Ingram's mark?
Just imagine if all those seconds were wins.
That would be very impressive. Guys, you can tell that Kyle Busch is pretty disappointed.
No, I don't even know where to start with that. How do you comprehend what just happened when you were leading this race?
What are you going to do? You got dipshits in the way every single week, but very thankful for Johnny Morris and Bass Pro Shops. It's a shame. We've dominated the last 3 races, including this race, and have had stuff happen like that. But I don't know. I need to go to my local Bass Pro Shop and go to the lobby, de-stress myself out, get some Black Rifle coffee, and maybe look at the fish there at the fish tank at Bass Pro Shops. But definitely a bummer. They know who won this race based off speed the last 3 times we've been here, and not meant to show. But Dave Ellens, the rest of those guys, it's really unfortunate. But there's only one thing we know how to do, and that's rebound.
SVG?
Ben Burger, I don't know, hamburger. He's fast. That's all I know.
We'll go ahead in the back. Brooke from B&R Racing. Butterbean took his Miles Trophy to Waffle House. Are you going to take your Miles Trophy anywhere today?
Maybe I'll go get another cookie skillet, but I don't know. I have a brother of his at home, so maybe I'll take him home and let him have a play date. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where this guy's gonna go. I got one on my. He's the only trophy. His brother is the only trophy that's in my room. So I don't know if he's gonna make it or not. Xfinity is a little cooler than ARCA, I guess. But regardless, these trophies are pretty awesome. So I'll take him wherever we go tonight. But I don't know where that's gonna be.
Jamie?
And William Byron leading right there at the end. And we just heard from Joey, and it sounded almost like it was a retaliation thing. Did you guys have something happen before that?
No, I mean, we were really close off of 2, and I think it spooked him and got him tight, and he was right against the wall, and I got the lead. And he's just an idiot. I mean, he does this stuff all the time. I've seen it with other guys. And, I mean, he drove in there 10 mile an hour too fast. And with these next-gen cars, you know, he slammed me so hard it knocked the whole right side off the car, and no way to make the corner. So, yeah, he's just a moron. He can't win a race, so he does it that way. So, I don't know. We'll, yeah. It was close racing on the restart. We were faster than him. Obviously, at the end, right rear started to go away, and, yeah, he didn't even make it a contest.
Thank you.
What was the situation with Hosvar there? You guys had a tit for tat, or something was going on there, and then it looked like he gave you the finger at one point.
That's a good question. I'm not too sure. I was blocking him, not really too bad, I thought. I mean, I was trying to just hold my position, and I never threw like a bad block. I was just trying to protect my entry, and he didn't like it, but he lost and I won, so I don't really care.
Got in the back of him and he spun out, but trying to get a race win, but you know, it's everybody wrecked everyone there at the end. It was complete chaos, and just I got in the back of him and he spun out, and somebody got in the back of me and I wrecked too. It was a mess at the end. I mean, everybody was doing the exact same thing. I hate it for his team. I understand they're had a win for a long time coming, but this is a ticket to Homestead, and I'm not sure. I'm not sitting here saying that I wrecked him on purpose, and I tried to move him out of the way and spun out.
What did you see rolling into that corner, Denny? I mean, do you feel like he just didn't make the corner and you had too much mo?
Well, he didn't make the corner because I had his back end jacked up, that's for sure. I was extremely loose. I got in there too hot, and I got in the back of him.
Tell me about the last lap.
Well, that certainly was interesting because not only was I trying to get by Terry or
Rusty's.
Rusty. I mean, he was tough all day. I knew he was going to be the guy to beat, but I was trying to get by him. But then I had to worry about Terry, and that set of tires wasn't as good as the time before. I was a little bit tight, and then I'd get loose. But I tell you what, I got to thank these guys on this DuPont Chevrolet. They did an awesome job today in the pits and gave me a great race car. And, it was pretty tight down there. I mean, that's what Bristol's all about. You get down to the closing lap at Bristol, and it's any man for himself. I've seen it done many times.
Connor, can you take me through the restart and where you had the lead and it looked like you hit the curb or not sure what happened?
Yeah, I didn't get a great push down the front straightaway, and Daniel and Ty were able to get, alongside of me, and I just got in a little hot and kind of was bottom 3 wide, didn't have a great angle, and I think everyone was kind of pinching down to the inside, and I just hit Ty and ended both of our races. So.
Oh wow, that is. Oh shoot. Did it get on your car again?
No, you're lucky that wasn't in your face, though. I really wanted to plant it right in your face.
Well, let's see here. Maybe I got an idea for you. No. Let's see what else we can find.
Denny Hamlin was not happy with you, talking about how he was racing for a championship. As you look at the incident, was somebody in the right and somebody in the wrong, and where does that lay out?
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I'm excited to go race next week and looking forward to it.
Denny also mentioned that he felt like somebody from the organization should talk to you. What do you expect that conversation to look like?
Yeah, we'll have a good race next week. We're looking forward to it.
I just got cleaned out. I passed him clean, and then he hit me 2 or 3 times, and then finally he had enough fun, just kind of hit me, and then he wrecked me. So it is what it is. Every guy on Sunday is going to see that and understand that they're going to be racing against him like that, and I'm not too worried about it. I don't got to race him anymore, so I don't have to deal with it too much. But just kind of expected. He's been racing me like that since he was 5 years old. I raced with him in quarter midgets, so it's just part of championship racing.
We're live on FS1. How's the hot rod today?
It's wet. It's really wet right now.
What was it like when it was a little dry?
It wasn't bad. Just a little bit free. We've tightened it up, and I think everyone's complaining about being free right now. So not sure if that's because it's wet or if it's just because we showed up that free, but it's not bad. How's yours?
It's not bad. What is Forever Long going to take care of the? Do they do turfs or do they do the grass?
They do the synthetic turf. They're not the ones in the infield here, but if they did, it'd probably look a lot better.
How early do you have to wake up in the morning to do the mustache? How long does it take? What's the average?
I'm still trying to get used to it. I did this for Darlington and figured I'd keep it. I'm not crazy over this whole having to shave every day thing though.
All right. Well, good to see you. Good luck to you the rest of the day.
It was fantastic, Lee, and countdown to green to see him back at the racetrack. It's even better to talk to him right now. I think number one, what everyone wants to know is how are you? But number two, what happened? Do you remember much of what happened?
Yeah, first of all, I'm doing okay. Very grateful to be able to walk away from that, and I guess I didn't walk away, but very grateful to be walking today and just be all right. Thank you to all the medics who took care of me, everybody who reached out and wished me well. I do appreciate it a lot. And yeah, I was climbing out of the car and Obviously the window net was on the door, and as soon as they started spraying water, my foot slipped, and the last thing I remember was being halfway down and falling. So glad it wasn't any worse, and that the collarbone is the extent of the injuries. But hate I couldn't make it to the race today and give myself a shot to go get a good result for Trackhouse and Red Bull.
And guys, Dale, that took about all you had, didn't it?
All I had, I can tell you that. I tell you, I broke up inside. It hurts to run a road course, and I got a seat in there for David Green to use, and it really gives me some more support. But really, it's tough on my sternum, and it really hurts hard to drive through the corners and to wrestle the car like I wrestled at that lap and put that effort in there. I told the guys I could do a little more than what I run in practice, and that was a 14:09, and to do that, I'm pretty proud of it. I sure hope it stands for the pole, because these guys did a good job with me, and wow, Ben, it just feels good to be out at race car.
So, safe to say you were anxious to get out and celebrate this great victory?
Yeah. I don't know where to start, who to start thanking. Liz is so long. I want to thank Wrangler first off. I told him I wanted to run this paint scheme this year. I didn't, we weren't asking for more money. We just carve off a little bit of what we had in the personal service agreement, and we'd make it work. I love working with them. They're such a great company. So I want to thank them. I want to thank, in no uncertain order, Rick Hendricks Motors, the engine program, stepped it up for us, and that's what wins races here. So I want to thank those guys. They deserve a lot of credit. I want to thank the fans here tonight. I didn't want to do a burnout and tear the motor up, because we got to learn what we gained on the motor, take it back, and try to figure out how we can make it better, see how the wear was and stuff. But I want to thank the fans for coming out. It was a great crowd.
Larson hit a ton, and he was inside the care center for quite some time. I'm glad to see you're okay, Kyle. But Jeff Gordon noticed that your wheels didn't look like they stopped as you approached the wall. What happened?
Yeah, when I was going down the backstretch and my tire, I think it was my left rear, got cut. It must have ripped a brake line, because I went to push the pedal and went straight to the floorboard and couldn't slow down. So it was definitely a hard hit there, probably one of the harder ones of my career. And even before that, we were pretty sub-average there. We were pretty bad. So disappointed in our run today, but glad I'm all right.
Thanks, Kyle.
He come over and talked to me on the back straightaway, and funny thing was, he said somebody was pushing him, and wasn't 2 car lengths between him and the next guy. So my mom always said, don't say nothing. You don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. So he's not even worth my time. We're going to go on to Texas.
What does it mean to hear this crowd as they were booing Denny, and now you hear the cheers as they see you on the screen?
Well, it's just unnecessary. I mean, we had a clean restart. Brad and I were racing hard for the lead, and there was no one pushing him into turn 3. So I wanted to see the replay. That's what I thought happened, and that's what happened. And it's definitely 100% unnecessary and uncalled for.
Yeah, it's hard to drive a car with the rear tires off the ground. So, I was moving around the best I could. Joey was a lot tighter, a lot faster on a short run, but we were so much better in a long run. And I could still kind of get up the top and get around them and catching 2 lap cars. And crazy so I was clear, and I pulled up in front of him, and he just lifted my tires off the ground and wrecked me.
What will you talk to Joey about in regards to this incident?
Oh, I won't talk to Joey. I don't have anything to talk to him about, really. So, you make decisions every day. You make decisions every minute behind the wheel. To me, strategically, that doesn't seem like such a great decision for him. But it's the one he made, and that's how he wanted to win. So I'm one of the only guys I think that haven't been into it yet with Joey. And I've always raced him with a ton of respect. I've actually been one of his biggest fans. Certainly not anymore, but I always was. So, it's a shame. I'm glad the car's not wrecked. We'll just go on Talladega and race him there.
Priest was obviously pretty upset. Would you expect him to be in that situation?
I crashed him. If he wants to high praise of young drivers with no respect, I just spanked his ass. I waxed him. He was the next best, but I put it to him. I messed up. I made a mistake. I obviously wasn't going to try and crash myself and obviously crash him. I just tried to use him up a little bit. But not even door him, because you crash when you door each other. I just tried to run him up the racetrack just a little bit, and I just got loose because I got tight and then loose and drove him in the wall, and then I drove way too hard into 3 with the damage I had. So I somewhat heard what he was saying on an MRN, and he has every right to be mad and say what he wants, but I don't agree with it. I think it's just hard racing on old tires, and
I made a mistake and it cost both of us.